July 1937. The world listened, as a lone voice crackled over the Pacific. "We must be on you, but cannot see you. Gas is running low." Amelia Earhart, global icon and pioneering pilot, was on the final, most dangerous leg of her round-the-world flight, aiming for the tiny Howland Island. The world waited for news of her safe arrival. It never came. The radio fell silent. Her silver Lockheed Electra vanished. The ocean seemed to swallow Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan, whole. A massive search began. Ships and planes scoured 250,000 square miles for 16 days. Nothing was found. No wreckage, no oil slick, no trace. The disappearance became one of the 20th century's greatest mysteries. How could a world-famous aviator in a state-of-the-art aircraft simply vanish? Her story is more than adventure. It's a profound mystery about the limits of human endeavor and the power of nature. Each generation has searched for answers, but the truth remains elusive. Today, nearly a century later, the search continues with new technology and relentless curiosity. Explorers comb archives, analyze radio signals, and launch deep-sea expeditions, all hoping to solve the puzzle. Earhart's final flight reminds us of the courage to push boundaries and the mysteries that still lie hidden beyond the horizon. The silence she left behind is filled with theories, but the truth remains as elusive as Howland Island itself. The world still wonders, what really happened to Amelia Earhart? To understand the pilot, we must first understand the person. Amelia Earhart was born in Kansas in 1897, a time of rapid change and new possibilities. From childhood, she was adventurous and independent, climbing trees, collecting insects, and building backyard roller coasters. She yearned for freedom, refusing to accept the limits placed on women of her era. Her first encounter with an airplane at a state fair left her unimpressed, but the seed was planted. During World War I, she watched pilots train and was mesmerized by the sky's possibilities. In 1920, a 10-minute flight changed everything. By the time I'd got 200 or 300 feet off the ground, I knew I had to fly. She worked odd jobs to save for flying lessons, learning from pioneering female pilot Netta Snook. Within a year she bought her own yellow biplane, the Canary, and began setting records. For Amelia, flying was more than a passion. It was her identity. She wanted to prove women could be just as daring and capable as men. The sky wasn't a limit, it was an open frontier. Earhart's determination and courage set her apart, inspiring others to dream bigger. Her journey from Kansas to the clouds was just beginning. She was ready to show the world what women could achieve in the air. Amelia Earhart didn't just fly, she soared into legend. In 1928, she became the first woman to cross the Atlantic by air, though only as a passenger. The flight made her an overnight celebrity, but she wanted more than fame. She wanted to prove herself as a pilot. She set speed and altitude records, founded the 99s for female pilots, and championed women in aviation. In 1932, she became the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic, battling storms, equipment failures, and exhaustion. After nearly 15 hours, she landed in Ireland, greeted by astonished locals and worldwide acclaim. Earhart was now Queen of the Air, a symbol of courage and possibility. She continued breaking records, first solo from Hawaii to California, first from Los Angeles to Mexico City. Each flight pushed boundaries and inspired a generation. Earhart wasn't just a record setter, she was a pioneer who made the impossible seem possible. Her legacy was built on daring, skill, and relentless ambition. She showed the world that the sky was open to everyone. Earhart's legend grew with every flight. She was ready for her greatest challenge yet. By 1936, Earhart had conquered the Atlantic and Pacific. Only one challenge remained, to fly around the world at the equator. This would be the longest route ever attempted, nearly 29,000 miles. She acquired a state-of-the-art Lockheed Electra 10E, modified for long-distance flight. The plane was packed with fuel, leaving just enough space for Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan. Noonan was a master navigator, skilled in plotting courses over open ocean using the sun and stars. Their partnership was crucial, Earhart the pilot, Noonan the map reader. Their first attempt, heading west from California, ended in a crash in Hawaii. The Electra was badly damaged. Undeterred, they tried again, this time flying east. The plan: Oakland to Miami, then across the Atlantic, Africa, India, Southeast Asia, and finally the vast Pacific. The final leg, from New Guinea to Howland Island, would be the most dangerous. Every detail was meticulously planned, but the risks were immense. Earhart knew this would be her last great adventure. She was determined to succeed where no one else had. The world watched as she set out to circle the globe. By June 29, 1937, Earhart and Noonan had flown over 22,000 miles, reaching Lae, New Guinea. Only 7,000 miles remained, almost all over open ocean. The next flight, 2,556 miles to Howland Island, a tiny speck in the Pacific. On July 2nd, they took off, the Electra heavy with fuel, barely clearing the trees. For 18 hours they flew alone, relying on Noonan's navigation and Earhart's skill. Communication with the Coast Guard cutter Itasca was spotty. Earhart's transmissions grew anxious. Cloudy weather made celestial navigation nearly impossible. "We must be on you but cannot see you. Gas is running low," she radioed. The Itasca sent up smoke signals, but the flyers never saw them. Her last message: "We are on the line 157, 337. We are running on line north and south." Then, silence. The Electra had vanished. The world was left with questions and heartbreak. The most daring flight of her life ended in mystery. The search began immediately, but the Pacific kept its secrets. The silence after Earhart's last transmission was chilling. The Itasca and other ships began searching the waters around Howland Island. Soon, the USS Colorado and USS Lexington joined, launching planes to scour the vast Pacific. For 16 days, ships and aircraft searched an area larger than Texas. They found nothing: no wreckage, no life raft, no clues. Reports of faint radio signals were investigated, but led nowhere. Despite spending millions, the official search ended on July 19, 1937. Earhart and Noonan were declared lost at sea. The lack of evidence left the world unsatisfied. The mystery only deepened. The search for answers had just begun. The legend of Amelia Earhart was born. In the absence of facts, theories flourish. The official crash and sink theory says Earhart ran out of fuel and the Electra sank in the deep Pacific. It fits the evidence: her final radio calls, the lack of wreckage. But another theory persists: the Gardner Island hypothesis. Some believe Earhart and Noonan landed on Nikumaroro, surviving as castaways for a time. Expeditions have found tantalizing clues: aluminum, a woman's shoe, a sextant box, and even bones matching Earhart's description. None of it is definitive, but the mystery endures. Modern explorers use sonar and submersibles to search the ocean floor, hoping for a breakthrough. Each new expedition brings hope that the truth will finally surface. Until then, Earhart's legacy is more than a mystery. It's a call to dream, to explore, to push beyond the horizon. Her story inspires us to keep searching. What do you think happened to the Queen of the Air? The world may never know, but the search continues.